Today I'm going to be doing a demonstration of the website for Public Lab's Where We Breathe project. Where We Breathe is a collaborative research and community organizing platform where we can investigate how the air inside of our homes is affecting our health. Together we hope to better understand the effects of common chemical exposures like formaldehyde, create a collective conversation, and help those with elevated levels explore mitigation options. This is the home page of Where We Breathe. There's an About section where you can learn more about the project in general and the team. There's a collectively produced knowledge base that you can always add information to about the various chemicals and exposures that this website is tracking. And there's some general information and some tips to stay anonymous so you can protect your identity online. And you can sign up directly on the front page. So you just put your email address in. For your username, it's best if you can use an anonymous one. So if you use a common name, let's say I'll just use Nick, Where We Breathe, and move on, it will scan these desired usernames for common names so that this is just an added security measure. And if you can't think of a new one or you're not feeling extra creative at the moment, you can just click Generate Random Usernames. And you don't have to remember that string of letters. You'll just sign in using your email address. But this will be a way for people to reference you later on in the forums. So I'll put my password in. And then you're going to, right now the website is focused on manufactured housing. So we have an extra security step of adding a serial number in. This will later change as we scale the project up from manufactured housing to all homes and then hopefully eventually all air quality issues. So I am 18 years old. Click Submit. And they've sent an email. I see the email in my inbox over here. I've clicked on that link that was sent to my email and I've completed the registration of my account. So I'm going to enter my email address and my password. And now when you begin, you start with a tour. So it will take you through a few steps. It explains the different sections of the website. There's a questionnaire, and it explains why that is and how it works. There's forums, which are community forums where you get to interact with the live data and comment on it, make connections, and do some of the analytical work if you want, tell your story. There's a lot of different things happening in the forums. There's a knowledge base, which I've mentioned previously, and there's the menu. You can change your privacy settings, change your password, or log out here. And that's it. So let's start. You start by telling us more information about yourself. You can say the make of your home if it's a manufactured home. And you'll see we have predictive text for some of the more common answers. This first section focuses on the house and household. Subsequent sections document your symptoms, allow you to input your formaldehyde test kit data, as well as document other risk factors. Zip code is the most localizable information we'll ask for, but it'll never be presented next to your username or any of your other data. So here's the beginning of the forum, and it's going to be developed into a better format, but this is a way where you can start telling your story. It gives you a couple prompts, and then you can tell your story. Hopefully not like this. So here we are in the forum where you can tell your story and you can see other people's stories, you can comment on them, click through to some different ones. You can support each other, you can ask questions, you can share advice, and you can help each other mitigate. And down here you can see live all of the data from the survey, so people can visualize different parts of the information. This is not a health-based survey, so you can see the different cities that people are commenting from, the different states, where they're coming from, some in Canada, I think, and then some other ones. So there's just a few questions here. So you can go back to the story. This is sort of a way, go back to the survey. This is just an intermediary where you can connect with people in the middle of putting down data that will be more quantifiable. This then takes you to the symptoms section of the survey, which is the epidemiological core of this of the website. I'm going to briefly simulate how someone might go through this part of the survey. Yes, I have been feeling fatigued. You know what? I don't know if that's being caused by my environment or if it's just me getting old aged. Heavy-headed? Yeah, sometimes I have. You know, I don't know. I have had a pretty intense change in my ability to remember things since I've moved into my new home. You know, I do think that it's probably due to my home environment. How much time do you have to spend outside of your home to alleviate memory troubles? I would say after a day or so, I visited some family, and my memory did get better. I could feel it getting better. Sometimes I feel headaches. I don't usually get headaches, so I probably do believe that this is part of my home environment. And yeah, just about a day goes by when I'm not in the trailer and my headaches disappear. I'd say, you know, I felt better. I don't feel like terrible, but I felt better. Um, I think I was somewhere in between here. I'm gonna go with good. Yeah, I do feel healthier when you spend less time in the trailer. Here we'll have some more questions. I get sick when this helps me. Something like that. You share that. And here we are in another section of the forum where you can see different stories related specifically to the symptoms. So my symptoms are subtle and I don't know if they're related to my home until I found the site on the Google. My dog also has symptoms: bad skin, always thirsty, gnawing on his paws. 2 birds and 2 dogs have died of cancer. Wow. So here's where we begin some of the collective data analysis. We don't have a whole lot of users right now, but you can go through the questions and you can see people haven't really felt heavy-headed. They haven't experienced so many memory troubles. Headaches have been more common, as have difficulty concentrating. Irritated, stuffy noses is more often than not, and people do think that it's associated with their home environment. Some people are coughing. People are rating their health mostly fair currently, and then before they moved in, they were doing better than that. No one answered fair. So people's health has been going down when they've been moving into these homes. And people do feel generally healthier when they're spending less time in their homes. So we can go back to the dashboard, and here you can see there's the household. We've completed that. We've completed the symptoms. There's mitigation, indicators, demographics. And we can always return to other forums if you have something new to share, some comments, or if you want to go look back through the data. And these forms haven't been unlocked because you have to answer the questionnaire first so that your questionnaire is not influenced by the stories of other people. So this is just a brief overview of the website. If you have any comments, questions, or features you'd like to add, let us know. Thank you.